Hey, TK RoadKing here with another Attack Motorsport International Sim Racing Team RoadKing Race. This will be race number 6, and it is going to be the Super Formula 2019. You can choose either Honda or Toyota in this event, and it will be held at Watkins Glen. Alright, let's get this thing started. Alright, so here we are. ATK Haji in first, Tom Copeland second, Death third, RoadKing fourth, Fast Ginger, who's an exhibition race, an old friend of the team here, in fifth, Hold sixth, Captain Pedro seventh, and Bagger J at eighth. And interesting kind of heads up with these races is the events and the stats of the race and the cars have been posted on our YouTube channel since before the very first event in this series, so racers have a chance to practice and they know what tire compounds are usable and the status of the tire wear and fuel rate. But quite often we don't even get on the track until an hour before the race, so most of us here, possibly all of us, have not had a whole lot of time on this track or any of the tracks that we've been on. And we're just out here to have fun. And we obviously want to improve our skill, and we do that as well. So you might see some guys that will just do exceptionally well, and they just know the car, they know the track, and there's the rest of us who might be struggling a little bit. And just because we're not so familiar with cars or the events. And let's face it, if you're used to driving Group 3, Group 4 street cars, stepping into a Super Formula is quite different. These cars obviously handle very well, can handle the turns very well, and you can take a lot more speed into a turn than you could with a Group 4 or Group 3 car, or even Group 2 for that matter, and we did Group 2 last week. There's a noticeable difference between Group 2 and Group 3, but this takes up another level. So watch Haji here. Just full bore into this. Didn't let up at all. Doesn't let up at all. Through the bus stop and through this sweep. And it shows you the power of the downforce of these cars. Top end of these cars isn't necessarily high. I think we are topping out roughly about 175, and we are using BOP for this race as well as all the races in this series, and again, just enjoying ourselves. The current tire compound for this race is racing softs only. Oh, we have Hold here in 8th place. I think he started around 4th or 5th. But here he is in 4th, and toward the beginning of lap 2. Now he's entered the bus stop, and there it is on exit of the bus stop. Just got a little too much of the curb or acceleration or something, and that has dropped him back into 8th position. Back with our race leader. And I made mention earlier about no tire compound changes, but the difference between this race and the previous race is that the tire and fuel wear is very minimal. So the only time anyone will likely use the pit will be for car repair. Now let's just see how this goes. board with Captain Pedro. Just to give you an idea of what it's like going through these bus stops. And again, oops, typically you don't let up. Got a little wide in that turn. Sometimes you just have to let up. It just depends upon how you are positioned in that. And here comes Death following behind him. Fast Ginger. Bagger J. This is a good camera view for this car. Allows the car to turn underneath you a little bit and not be quite so rigid. We have no control over that, but it's automatically done by the game itself. And back on with our team leader, who is slowly pulling away from Tom. And Tom's giving it a good fight, there's no doubt about it. Tom has the fastest lap of the race at this point. Oh, notice Tom has just pulled into the pit, which now puts Road Rex in second place. Oh, there's the incident. Let's go back a little bit further. Watch this again. Just to see how it happened. Probably maybe a little too much on the accelerator. Tom does not have his traction control on. Didn't look like the tire dipped on a curb. Yeah, that was curbless. Catch back up here in a moment where we were. And there's Tom going to the pit. Road Rex now in second place. Moves Captain Pedro up to third. Death into fourth. Fast Ginger into fifth. Bagger J into sixth. Tom Copeland into seventh, and Hold is now in eighth place. And we're back with our race leader. And I'm borrowing Fast Ginger. Oh no. Looked like tire went up on the curb. Couldn't quite tell that. And he's back on and running again, but looks like Tom Copeland is going to take him. Yes, he does. Tom Copeland now in sixth place, Fast Ginger seventh. Looks like something put death in the pit lane. Looks like he had some front end damage, and I missed that. So we're back on with our race leader. On board with Tom in P4. It looks like Haji has now entered pit lane. Probably due for a tire change. RoadKing also in the pit. Captain Pedro takes the lead, and here Tom also entering into pit lane. Captain Pedro now in P1. Going through the bus stop here. Sim Racing School has just entered the race again. Looks like RoadKing is coming out of pit lane. And we're into a change of leadership here. Captain Pedro is now our race leader, followed by Sim Racing School, also known as ATK Haji. RoadKing in third. Oh, Tom went over the penalty line. Got a 3-second penalty coming out of the pit lane. That is going to hurt him. We see Captain Pedro now entering into pit lane. Sorry, I was incorrect about not needing this. I did change the stats a little bit just to get at least, or basically force one pit stop in this event as compared to the last one. But we're still, I hate to say it, this is still somewhat of an uneventful race in the sense of keeping up with players and being in close proximity with each other. But it just seems like everybody's pretty spread out. Next race, I'm going to go back to more tire wear and fuel consumption and see if that doesn't put us at least a little bit closer than this. And obviously, this isn't eventless. If you are racing this event, you're doing it with all your heart and enjoying it and feeling the tension thereof. That's just part of the reason why we love racing. But if you see me fast forwarding anymore, and obviously I've done so in the past, it's just to skip through and bring you some of the highlights of this race. And hopefully I can catch them all. I think, well, I've missed a few already, but here we are. Again, another nice over the car view, roof view, as we are on board with Death now in position 3. Getting ready to come back into the straight and start lap 15. Captain Pedro now in P4, a little squirrely there. Tom is slowly catching him. on lap 16 now, and again you can see Tom closing the gap on Captain Pedro. Can he do it? Is he going to get inside? Looks like he is, and yes, Tom Copeland moves into position 3. We're on lap 17. Tom Copeland basically loses it again in the same spot that got him last time, although this time it's possible. It looks like the inside of his tires got a curve. Captain Pedro now moves into position 3. Tom Copeland goes into the pit and now comes out in P5. We have Bagger now closing in on hold. Oh no, not sure if that was a curb issue or our acceleration issue. Let's watch Bagger again. Gets on the curb. It might have been just enough to lift the tire a little bit under acceleration. That can be just oh so deadly. Back on board with race leader Haji. We are on board with Haji for the race win here. ATK Road Rex coming in second place. And we have Captain Pedro coming in for third. I believe this is Pedro's first podium in this race series. Congratulations, Pedro, on that. And of course, congratulations, Haji, on the race win. Guess I shouldn't call out a podium before it happens. Or a place for that matter. There it is. Haji, Road Rex, Pedro, Death, Tom, Hold, and Bagger J. And there's our race order. Again, thank you for watching. This is ATK Road Rex here with Attack Motorsport International Sim Racing Team. Reminding you to attack the track, not each other. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this. There'll be more coming. We got more races in this series before the year ends. And thanks again for watching. And as always, enjoy.